to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to do a very exciting one, and this is a full face using only the best-selling makeup products in the world. So the most sold, the most hyped up, the most best rated, they're all on my face right now, and I must say I really like the look. These products are really good. Most of these products are favorites for me anyways, and they're so worth the hype. But also some of these I'm not the biggest fan of, so I thought it would be cool to like share with you guys what I think about the most popular makeup products in the world. So I definitely did some research before this video. I checked so many different sites, but I mainly looked at Sephora's best-selling list and picked up products from there. So I hope that you guys think this is a cool idea, and if you want to see how I did this makeup, then just keep on watching. So I'm so excited to just use best-selling makeup items. These products better be good. So I'm going to start with, of course, primer. And for primer, I'm going to be using the Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer. Ooh, this is my most expensive primer, I think. I think this is my most expensive primer that I own. I've used this one before and I really like it. I haven't used it in a while though. I don't know why. I just kind of tend to forget about it. But it is like a really nice, like all over good primer. Feels very silky. I love like Hourglass packaging. I think it's so pretty. So pretty. But it's not my number one. Moving on to next category, which is foundation. The best-selling foundation on Sephora, and actually just like all over the world. This is the best-selling foundation in the world. Mark my words. And that is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. This is such a luxurious foundation. This one I think is like $64 or something crazy like that. I love the colors on Giorgio Armani. They're really skin-like, which I love. They look like, they have like colors that really looks like skin colors. I don't know how to explain it, but I like the colors a lot. This is a pretty light color. As you can see, it does match my skin nice right now. It's a little light, but I'm going to bronze up my skin. I pretty much always use the Eva Petite Define Buffer just to like apply my foundation. I just love the way it just like applies my foundation, and then I like to blend it out with a beauty blender. And also this is a light pink beauty blender that I've used one time, and look how dirty it looks. So I would actually not recommend you guys to get the light colored beauty blenders because they look so dirty. But then you can definitely see that you have to clean it every time, but I definitely do not clean it every single time. That's just me. Oh, I look so pale right now because this color is pretty light, as I said, but I'm gonna try to make it work. I do really see the reason why this one is so popular. I think the finish that this foundation gives is absolutely amazing. It's like the perfect everyday foundation. Not too full coverage. It's like a, I would say a light to medium coverage, but you can build it up. I would say this is better if you have more of a dry skin because it is more of a dewy foundation. For me that has a oily skin, I can't use this like a full day, but still there's something about this foundation that makes me just love it. There's just something about it. Okay, so the world's most best-selling concealer, it is the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. This one has been talked about so much, and it is a very, very, very popular concealer. And I really like it for blemishes around the face. If you have dry skin, I find this can be a little bit drying, but it definitely covers really, really well. It lasts really, really well on the skin. I do really like this concealer, but just not for like highlighting or anything like that because it's too thick for that. Around the face, it's amazing. I wouldn't really say it's super radiant though, so I don't know what's called Radiant Creamy Concealer. So to highlight the face, this is no surprise. I think everyone knows this. The best-selling highlighting pen in the world is the YSL Touche Eclat. This is very gorgeous. Like this and the Luminous Silk foundation mixed and matched, made in heaven for just like dewy, glowy makeup. So I'm going to use a lot of this, and you can definitely use a lot of this. That's why I really like it, because this one never looks cakey. But can you find dupes to this? 100%. You can definitely find dupes for this, but don't buy this to like cover dark circles or anything like that, because it does not cover anything. It's more just to make the skin look more like luminous. So next I'm going to bake my under eyes and also set my whole entire face. And the world's best-selling powder is the Mercier Loose Setting Powder in Translucent. This one was also no surprise. Everyone has tried this. It's such a well-known powder. For me, it's not my favorite. If you guys watch my channel, you guys know that I am not the biggest fan of this. Sometimes it can look beautiful, but it's just a little bit too thick and dry for me. I have tried way better loose powders, like the Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder, amazing. This Inside Loose Powder, amazing. So this one is just a little bit too thick and heavy for me. Sometimes I can have like a really good day with this powder and it looks beautiful, but then sometimes it just looks horrible. So I feel like I can't really trust this powder. So for me, it's not my favorite, but you know, it's so many other people's favorites. So you might really like it. And also I feel like as an all over powder, it's a little bit dry. Make me look a little bit dull. Like my skin looks kind of dull with this powder. I guess you have to try for yourself to see how you like it. Then I think I'm just going to use a little bit of contour, and then we're going to move on to the brows and the eyes, and then finish up with like bronzer, blush, and highlight and stuff like that in the end. But for contour kit, the best-selling contour kit at Sephora was the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette. This one just knocked every contour palette out of the park. It is the best one. I've tried so many ones. I love this. So as you can see, I've already hit pan on this one, and I have actually used up a palette like this, so I really love this. So this is the second time that I'm hitting pan on the yellow one, but I'm going to mix the yellow and the light beige color just to brighten up underneath my eyes, to highlight a little bit. I love these two mixed. It's like such a nice brightening effect. So to contour, I'm going to be using the one in the middle, which is my personal favorite color for contouring. I'm going to mix in a little bit of the cooler tone light one. Just, you know, why not? I want to try it out. I haven't used that one in a while. So I'm going to mix those two. Then I'm just going to contour. I'm going to do a pretty strong contour today because I'm going to do more of an intense makeup look. So I really like to have very like flawless sculpted skin when I do more of a night out look. These powders blends out like a dream. They're really pigmented though, so you have to be kind of careful. Always after I've contoured, I just like to go in with like a big powder brush just to blend everything out. And then I never really do this, but I'm also gonna contour my nose a little bit. I'm just gonna use a tiny bit of this shade. Okay, so it is a really long time since I've contoured my nose, but I kind of like it. I'm not the best at it, but I like it actually. So now we're gonna put away the contour kit, and then we're gonna move on to the eyebrows. Let's do this. So for eyebrows, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade. We have all heard about this one. We've probably all seen it, tried it. So the key with this product is to use not too much. Use very light strokes. You can get the most natural look ever with this product, but you can also get the most full-on, drawn-on brow with this. So it's basically up to you. And also this product, you will never need to buy a new one. And also out of all like the dip brow product dupes out there, there are so many brands trying to like copy this, but I personally think that this one, like the original dip brow from Anastasia, is the best. So for eyeshadow primer, this was also no surprise. I'm sure this is the best-selling eyeshadow primer in the whole entire world, like for the last like 20 years. I don't know how long Urban Decay has been, but their eyeshadow primer potion in original, this is just such a classic. So for eyeshadow palette, the best-selling eyeshadow palette that they had was the Huda Beauty Rose Gold. This one haven't been out for that long. I think it's only been out for like a year or something like that. So it's so cool that this is like a best-selling product now. But I would think like the best-selling eyeshadow palette in the world, like all time, would probably be like Urban Decay Naked One palette. But for now on Sephora, this is their #1 best-selling product. I think that is so cool. And I have always loved Huda from Huda Beauty. So I find it so inspiring and I love it. I really love that she created something that was so bomb and now it's a best-selling product. So I'm going to start with a color called Bay, which is like a light a yellowy skin tone color, which I feel like every eyeshadow palette needs a eyeshadow like that. So I'm just gonna work that into my crease. This is not to create any shadow, it's just basically to just set the primer and also use it underneath my brows. The eyeshadow look I'm going to do today is actually my #1 favorite eyeshadow look that I've ever done with this palette, and I haven't done a video on it, so I thought I would include it in this video. So the next shade I'm going to go in with is the color called Shy, which is like a soft pinky, like a mauvey pink. It's actually a very unique shade and I love it. So I'm just going to use that one in my crease like this. I really enjoy these eyeshadows. I think they are really good. I think they're blendable, they're beautiful, they're very pigmented. The complaint I have with this palette is I find that the matte shades can be a little bit dry. They can feel a little dry and like hard. So just so you guys know that is something that I wish they were a little bit more like buttery, but you definitely get a nice pigment, but you just have to blend a little bit more with this eyeshadow than a lot of the other eyeshadows that I use. This eyeshadow, I'm also going to take it in the inner corner a little bit. So not too much of like a halo, but I'm definitely not gonna stop here. I'm just gonna bring it all the way in. So for the next shade I'm gonna use is this color called Flamingo, which is the hot pink one in the palette. I love this one, it's such a cool shade. And I'm just gonna like apply it on top, spice it up a little bit, make it a little bit more fun. So the next shade in the palette is probably my favorite shade, and it is Man Eater. Such a rich, beautiful red, like burgundy red. Oh, so pretty. And for this, I'm just gonna use it in the outer corner just to deepen it up. This shade is amazing. I love this palette. I'm also gonna take a little bit into the crease, not a lot, so I'm using a very light hand. Then I'm going to use the Nars concealer just to carve out my crease area. So I'm just going to take a little bit on the back of my hand like that. I'm going to take it on a flat brush and use it to carve out my crease. So I'm going to kind of do not a cut crease. I'm not going to do a cut crease. And as you can see, if this happens, that's actually a good thing. I know you would freak out, but that means this is as high as I can go with the little cut crease thing. So I'm gonna carve out the crease. I'm gonna make my crease a little bit higher as well. I think it's really pretty to have a big lid, I guess. By the way, this eyeshadow look is inspired by one of my good friends here on YouTube, Carolina Maria. She's so talented. That makeup that she did, I loved it so much, and I like recreated this look so many times. So I just want to give a little shout out to her. I'll link her video on the screen right now so you guys can go and check it out. She definitely inspired me to do this look, and I love it. I don't want it to be super harsh, so I'm just going to take a little bit of Man Eater just on the edges like this. So now it is time for my favorite part. This is honestly my favorite eyeshadow in the whole entire world. I know this is a big claim, but this eyeshadow is my #1 favorite, and it is Angelic, and it is this one right here. It's like the most gorgeous shade ever. You guys have to see it in person to like really see how amazing it is, but it is gold with like a light pink. It's like a light pink with a ton of gold in it. It is so freaking gorgeous, and pack it on top of the concealer. Just look at this shadow. It's so amazing. Huda Beauty's like shimmer eyeshadows are so good. I wish that they could create more shimmer shadows because they're so good. In this palette, there's only like a few shimmery ones. There's a lot of textured ones, but I prefer the shimmer ones. For eyeliner, the most popular eyeliner is of course the Kat Von D tattoo liner. This one is amazing. I'm just gonna do my liner, and I feel like it's so boring to see mascara and lashes. Should I just apply it and then tell you guys what I'm using? Because it's like, I feel like it's so boring to see other people do eyeliner and mascara. I will pause the camera because I use such a long time and like sit and do like boring things. So, so I will come back once I've done my eyeliner and my mascara. So now I have my lashes on and some eyeliner, and as I said, I use the Kat Von D tattoo liner as liner, and for mascara, I use the Urban Decay Perversion mascara. This was the best-selling mascara on Sephora, other than, I think it was Benefit They're Real, but I don't have that one with me right now, but I have tried that one, and I prefer the Perversion one over that one, so I really recommend that one. And for lashes, they don't have this on Sephora, but when I thought about like the best-selling pair of lashes just like ever, I just thought about the House of Lashes Iconics, and that's the lashes that I'm on right now. These are so popular, so I wouldn't be surprised if these are the most, you know, popular pair of lashes in the world, because they are so pretty, very popular. And yeah, I personally ended up loving this eye look. I think you guys understand my love for this palette. I love this palette. It is amazing, and yeah, love this eye look. So the best-selling bronzer in the world is the Benefit Hoola. This was also no surprise. This is a very, very good contour shade and also a bronzer. I'm going to use it as a bronzer today. So this one is actually, I think, my second or my third one. So that definitely says like I really, really like this product. I love the tone of it. It is perfect. I wish it didn't come in this box. I wish it was a little bit bigger, because as you can see when I dip my brush in it, it's kind of hard to get product all over. It doesn't matter. It blends out so nice. It's a very, very easy to blend out bronzer. You don't really have to think too much when you're applying it. It's just a very, very good bronzer. I think anyone from light to like a medium deep color would like this. So for blush, the best-selling blush on Sephora all time is the Nars Orgasm blush. This one fits perfectly with this makeup. Just let me say that. It fits perfectly. And I know there are so many people that love this blush and also so many people that don't love this blush. And for me, I really, really like it. I love the color. I think it is so flattering. I totally think this deserves being like the best-selling blush in the world. I think the color is stunning. I love how, you know, the amount of pigment that Nars blushes have. They're not too pigmented, but not too sheer. They blend out so easy, and I love like the shine that this gives me. I love it. So for the best-selling highlighter on Sephora, it was BECCA's Champagne Pop, and I was so proud when I saw this because Jaclyn is one of my favorite YouTubers, and she created this one with BECCA. So I think it's so cool that this is actually now the world's most popular highlighter. I think it's just insane, and it's so worth it. This is actually my #1 favorite highlighter. This one and the Laura Geller Gilded Honey, those two are my favorites. I love this highlighter. There's nothing wrong with it. Like you can't do wrong with BECCA's Champagne Pops. Good amount on my brush, and yeah, this highlighter, I think this must be my #1 because it looks good when I'm pale. It looks good when I'm a little bit darker. So I guess the only thing that we have left now is lips. So for the most popular lipstick on Sephora, it is the Kat Von D Everlasting Liquid Lipsticks. So I have 4 different shades. I have Bow and Arrow, Nubile, Requiem, and Lolita. So you guys know my opinion about these. These are not my personal favorite liquid lipstick formula. I find them to fade kind of quick and to be a little bit drying, so that's just my opinion. I think I'm going to start with the Nubile one. These are super pigmented, just so you guys know that. Look at that. Find this color to be a little bit light on its own. So I'm gonna mix in a little bit of this Requiem. I don't think it's that much darker, but it's just a little bit more pink. You know what? I really like this lip. I think it's really cool. Kind of looks good with my hair, I feel like. And yeah, I like it. And then because I hate my lips feeling dry, I'm gonna put on some gloss on top. So Sephora's best-selling lip glosses were actually the Giorgio Armani Ecstasy Lacquers, and this is how it looks like. And I have 3 different shades. I have 205, 512, and 511. I think for this look, 205 is gonna look the best. These lip glosses are nice, but they aren't my favorite. I don't know what it is. They feel a little bit weird. Like they feel so like wet. Like I don't know, they feel like water on your lip in a weird way. So I'm just gonna apply a little bit on top just to not make my lips feel so dry. Don't get me wrong, these glosses are good, but I just feel like I've tried so many other ones that I prefer over it. So I just want to be real with you guys. So I must say I ended up being very happy with this makeup look. Of course, you can change the lip up if you want to. So I hope you guys like this makeup look using only the most best-selling makeup products in the world, the most sold makeup items, so they better be good, you know? A lot of these products are my favorite. They are amazing. Some of these things I personally don't think is like worth the hype that much, but most of them are actually really amazing. I really hope you guys like this makeup, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!